Resso's Dream. I like this area a lot. It's one of my favorite areas in the game. It's really cool. Alright, the sparring room. Yep. At this point, trying to upgrade the other side with so few incursions left, not a great idea. Alright, I'm just gonna toss down the fire trap, and we're gonna go to town. Okay. So we got that one taken care of. And I didn't hear the stone drop anywhere, so that's one thing we can be somewhat sure of at least. We would hear it on our loot filter. There it is. Okay. And we'll link it to the vault. I haven't been paying too close attention. Like I said, we were already at 8 incursions before we could reliably or 8 incursions left, so we wasted a third of our incursions before we could even do anything. We'll be lucky if we can even get this one to the boss, if I'm being honest. Yeah, especially, I guess if we get the factory in one of our last ones, we still have the potential to get there. Let's see, do we have, oh, we have an explosives room, so if we can link either the tomes in the entrance, or the barracks in the entrance, or the tomes in the vault, we can actually get there as well. Alright, so we're not 100% out of that one yet. I'll take the clasp mitts, and we'll take the imp dagger. Alright. Oh man, I got the cool glove proc going here. If you have Mirage Arrow, you can actually skip these too. Mirage Arrow lets you skip so much. Hey, how's it going, The Wall? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Aw, yeah. And yeah, you can skip so many areas. But how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you actually play this game, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. Word. Still a little sick, so if I'm not too talkative, I need a Jessica deck. I'm flatlining. Jessica hasn't played Magic in longer than I have, and that's saying something. Alright, Jessica is confident she should be able to come up with something sweet and juicy. So, there you go. Your wish is her command. She has Alright. Maybe an M19 deck when that comes up. An M. Night Shyamalan deck. 60 crab turtles. That seems about accurate. Hey, how's it going, Lucy? Thanks for stopping in, dude. Aw, yeah.
I wish I could be 60 crab turtles. They refuse to print more crabs.
Yeah. They just seem to be strongly against printing crabs and turtles in Magic for some reason. I haven't seen a single crab or turtle tribal deck. Check out the M19 spoilers, see if there are any crabs and or turtles. You never know. I'd be happy with that. I want to play like a turtle deck. I like turtles. I even have a stuffed turtle. Did I dead-end myself? It looks like I dead-ended myself. Alright, where could I have taken another turn? Back here? Oops. Back here, yep. Then on a GDQ binge, watch any of it? I have not. I haven't watched this year's at all, so I wasn't even aware it was going on, to be honest. I should check that out. Usually I only watch a certain select few games, so I'll have to check out the list of games and see if there are any that I actually like to be watched. I like when they do Borderlands runs. They haven't done it one in like 2 years though, unfortunately. And I would love to see a Fallout run or Fallout 4 run. That'd be cool. And of course I love watching platformers, like any Mario games, that kind of thing. I also like watching some of the weirder RPGs that I play. Like, I don't think they've done a Final Fantasy 12 run, but they have done Final Fantasy games in the past. That was easy. Mario 64. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 1. Ooh, that's not bad. I wouldn't mind watching. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is more interesting for a speedrunning perspective, but I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is one that I'm a lot more familiar with. Like, I know they have the Super Glide or whatever in Kingdom Hearts 2, which makes a lot more interesting little tricks. Although, missing the dodge roll, of course. Dodge roll is always good. I'm pretty sure my inventory is pretty stacked, so I'm just gonna pop back to town, even though it's... I'm gonna take this easy, go nice and casual, no race mode here. While GDQ is doing the speed runs, I'll be doing the slow runs. Taking it easy. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I usually watch at least a little GDQ.
Hello,
so.
friends.
Hey!
Welcome to Behind Eyes Gaming.
Thanks for the follow, Commander Root. Appreciate it, dude. Ooh, I'm bleeding. No bueno. I don't have a bleed flask. I'm not going to bother crafting flasks until endgame, or at least close to endgame. Gonna hop out. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Lucy. Appreciate that, man. See ya around. Oh yeah, as far as we're gonna get a hold of you to hang out sometime this week, but A, been sick, and B, the other person we were gonna hang out with just never got back to us or something. I don't really know what's going on with that, but yeah, I'll get a hold of you sometime. Or if you ever just want to come hang out, let me know, man. I will. I'm usually free, except this week, which has been a busy and, when not busy, sick week. I'm gonna try to pre-prep some magic content so that I don't have to be so heavily focused on that too. Alright, we got the bolt, so if we can get the tomes on the far left. Alright, so I'm gonna try to loop around to get the... I'm just gonna bum rush this guy. Where are you? Gonna bum rush the architect. Get him. And then immediately charge to the other side and try to find the Stone of Passage. I suppose that's important, right? I can't really do this without a Stone of Passage. Hopefully one drops here. Okay. Perfect. If I can pick it up, I can't click. Okay, we got it done. Wow. Talk about Butterfingers. Ooh, got ourselves a Death's Harp. That's pretty cool. Get an arena plate. I don't know why I picked this Colossal Life Flask. Arena plate is... we'd have to recolor it and link it, but 50 life compared to 14 life. That's an upgrade. I'll take it. Alright. It's a good thing we cleaned out our inventory. Ooh. No, never mind. That sucks. Alright, but we got ourselves a Death's Harp. I could hold it in case I level up a bow character, but I don't have any current intention of leveling up a bow character. So... Alright. Well, that was easy. Managed to do the Vol Summon Skeleton, but otherwise, pretty simple. Damage is starting to get good. Finally starting to get decent damage on our Incinerate. We got enough cast speed to where we can fully stage it. I'm looking for potentially, hopefully a plus to fire gems plus cast speed gem would be great. Alright, get a full stack, charge through him for Fortify, pop it down, recast Flammability while he's down, fully stack, let go, get that Ignite, charge through him, get fully charge. Alright. He charged through us that time. Can't be on the... Gotta make sure not to be on the swords for too long. Alright, recast Flammability, cast Traps. Charge out of that. Alright, no problem. Easy enough. Oh, I don't think I saved those boots I meant to save. Oops. Oh well. They were pretty good boots too, so that's unfortunate. We got a 4-link Gladiator helmet here, but couldn't really use the links for anything. I think we're fine on equipment. We'll look for things that are natural upgrades, but for the most part, we have things like this. I don't really know if I want to fuse. It'll be a nice boost to life, but we have good life right now. We don't have to worry too much about that. I think I'll wait. I'd rather just get a natural an armor and like craft it or something than waste a fusing orb, because we want to save a lot of fusing orbs for when we get to endgame. Alright, I'm gonna clean out my inventory. We're gonna dump this in here. We are going to keep our inventory nice and clean. Good inventory management skills. Hey, and let's move on. Hey, thank you for the booty. You've activated a football giveaway for 3 others in chat. Cheer any amount to get a football emote. Ooh. Jessica's like, give me that. Give me that football. Gotta get in on that World Cup action. But thanks, Menthol. I appreciate that, man. And you overtook Jessica as well. Haha. Sitting down there as a mere number 3. Alrighty. Appreciate the bits as always, man, though. Really helps me out. Hey, thank you for the booty. Hang on. You guys both gave cheers, so let's pop in some behind 2 booty there. What's that? I don't know. Oh, sweet. What is it? Put it in chat. Hey, he got a bandage. Oh, I feel like that's mocking some European person, I don't know. I've seen the thing on Reddit. The guy holding his knee or whatever. Yeah. Standard football Europe. I don't know. Europea. Football. Man. I used to enjoy some soccer when I was a kiddo. I don't really enjoy watching too many sports, but a lot of people were big on the Stanley Cup recently too. I know we have I have a lot of followers personally who are very happy with the outcome on that. The Caps, which I assume is short for the Capitals, which already shows you how much I know about hockey. Because of how popular football is around here, I'm vaguely aware of football teams, and that's about it. I even know some players' names. I know some basketball players' names too. But for the most part, did not succeed, but I mean we've gotten through this one. We're good. We are set on this temple when we get that going, which should be the next zone. Provided we run into Elva, of course. Hey, come back here. Alright. Grab the second. I am willing to spend some fuses if I can get a decent weapon. Maybe I should... No, I'm not going to use a blood magic support for anything, realistically. Alright, dead end. Belly of the Beast is actually, you can actually drop the divination cards for the Belly of the Beast unique armor as soon as, Act 3, this is Act 4. Act 4 Belly of the Beast. It's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go towards this jewel slot, and then the next waypoint I get, I'm gonna pop back and I'm gonna go get the mana regen and elemental damage jewel, which should give me a little bit of damage and also Should be fun. Alright. Through here. If I run into Alva, I'm doing the temple first, though. I'll just have to sit without a jewel for a little bit. I think I can live with that. Or put a temp jewel. Alright. Shield charge is starting to feel good. If I can get faster movement speed boots, it'll feel even better. But the attack speed's definitely feeling good on it. Scales kind of both off attack speed and movement speed, but it inherently gives you increased move speed, 75%. But, you know, just 20% movement speed on boots, really, you can feel it for sure. Probably somewhere in Act 6 I'll have to start crafting better gear. It depends. I don't think... Actually, Act 6 is fairly easy for the most part, so maybe once we get into Act 7 or Act 8. Alright, got to the bowels of the beast. I'll just throw all 3 of my flamethrower traps on her, curse her, and... she's dead. Easy peasy. Boss killing. Flamethrower trap really helps with the boss killing, man. Once we start scaling even more elemental damage, we're never going to scale trap damage or trap trigger radius, so it's only going to work really on ones we can set up for, but that's some damage. I use Flamethrower Trap on my Trade League character, and it is phenomenal. Alright, so we got our waypoint. I'm going to pop back. And we are going to go grab ourselves a jewel. Check out the second. Increased burning damage, double elemental. Well, not really what I'm looking for. Off to the crypt we go. Man, I love this song. Reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing, because it's from Diddy Kong Racing. Kind of. It's a remix of the Diddy Kong Racing song. You know, for copyright reasons. Even though I can get away with talking about controversial stuff on my non-monetized channel for now. Although possibly have my videos, when I do have it monetized, preemptively demonetized, which would be a little bit inconvenient. Oh man, we can just kind of shield charge and kill these guys. How much shield charge damage are we doing? Average damage 92. That seems like an awfully small amount for what we're doing. Maybe we're critting or something. Because we're one-shotting these skeletons we're charging through. And we're getting enough overkill to spread the Herald of Ash. Maybe things at this level just have way less health than I remember. Oh. Aw, I did not place that trap very well. Alright. That was worth it for the 3 silver coins. When we get high enough level, I'll start doing prophecies. It's not a mechanic I like to engage with at the lower level because it feels like it's more valuable. There are certain prophecies that are good at lower levels, but if you want to get the most value out of them, I think doing them in maps is definitely the way to go. Another great thing about Flamethrower Trap is they're insanely good for taking down the essences, because they pretty much just instantly take them down. Alright. Nice and easy. Get the golden hand, pop back to town, and we got our gem. So that should help enormously, and then we can go mind over matter after that. It is survival instincts. We'll get some respect points out of the deal as well. Not a very good ring. Alright, so we're gonna get this jewel socket, pop that in there. Right now, let's see, our mana regen at the moment is 22, so it'll actually end up being higher than our health generation, or regeneration by a fair amount. And we are almost to the end of Act 4. Come back here. But before we do that, we're definitely doing our temple. Getting some of those sweet leveling up items, potentially. So we are going to, let's see, we're going into the tomes, and we can get, okay, chests full of items. That is going to be the way we're going for sure. Woohoo. Yeah. Open up this way, splinter research. Now we can preemptively get ourselves some breach splinters as well. Oh no, I'm stuck. I should be using my my movement speed blast more too. Wow. Are we actually gonna full clear this breach? Just about. I mean, we left a bunch of random stuff behind, so I don't think we're gonna actually full clear it, but that was pretty close. Getting better. Dropped a lot of loot, but nothing, I guess, nothing we can really use or want to use. Oh, and into the incursion we go. Or into the temple we go. 0 incursions and an open temple. Alright, we managed to get an explosive room. So while we didn't exactly get, oh, +1 to fire gems. Oh, but it doesn't, all the rest of the stats are, yeah, this is actually going to be not much better at all. All the other stats are for actual physical damage. Man. No bueno. Yeah, this build's starting to get pretty fun. It's taken a little bit to ramp up, for sure, but compared to the Fire Trapper, which basically as soon as I got my first Ascendancy started just tearing absolutely everything apart. And basically continued to do so forever. It never stopped being good. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the top end for this one is a little bit stronger, like its high-end potential, but I actually don't think it will be. I think it's just gonna end up being somewhat disappointing when I compare it directly. Thief Scarb. Alright, so we're bleeding, but we have so much regeneration at this point. We don't have that much regen, but we have enough apparently to where bleeds don't affect us very much. Alright, so we're gonna start by going to the right to the Arena of Valor and clear that out. Put a nice little smoke cloud ahead of us when we're fighting these things close range. So over to the Arena of Valor we go. Get a nice little bit of damage reduction. These ghosts are really annoying, but yeah, as long as we take down enemies fast enough, the regen from Trickster Ascendancy is going to be incredible for sustaining ourselves through here. Alright, throwing 3 traps down. Put a curse on him, and he'll be gone. Ooh. That made a nice noise. Something really good drop back here? I need to go back and check. I got a unique drop, a Warhammer. I believe that it is a... oh man, I forget its name. Oh, it's not the one I thought it was anyway. It's just like a normal leveling mace. Nothing good for our build. Laviana's Wisdom. A Gilded Axe. Check out all the War Vaults. There are plenty of items that we could get. An Ochre Scepter could be good. If we get a good enough staff, then there's the potential we'll actually use it. So we'll check both of those out. Staff is physical damage, some cold damage dispels, like a good amount of cold damage dispels, but it's not where, well, but we're using shield charge, so chances of us actually using a staff are very low. Very, very low. I believe this is a level 2 room, so, yeah, level 2, yeah, so I think there'll be more chests. Could be wrong, but could just be the 4. Looks like it's just the 4, so, yep. Unless there's some up here. Nope. Alright, so we'll go up to the treasury next, which is over here. And that will be currency items. Always a pleasure. Always love these rooms. Oof. Got a little low there. A little lower than I wanted to, for sure. We have a lot of defensive mechanics at the moment, but... Hey, how's it going, Steve? Welcome back, dude. Aw. Man, my trap throwing speed is so slow, but... that is not the focus of the build. It's just one of those nice little benefits, you know? Alright, let's open up all these stone coffers, and hopefully I hear the loud pings. Oh yeah, double Vol Orb, beautiful. Beautiful, give me those Vol Orbs, I'm gonna need plenty of those later on. For Max, can't stay, gotta drive? Aw, all good man, drive safe dude. Thank you for checking me in. Have a good game? I will, I'll have a good time, always do. I love Path of Exile. Probably nowadays, probably for the last like 3 or 4 years, my favorite game for sure. Oh, got a Regal out of that one. Ooh, getting some spicy currency drops. Got some silver coins. Nothing exciting otherwise, but the Regal is always good. Regal is not a super common currency item, so always a pleasure to pop. Got 2 more stone coffers, 2 Vol Orbs, 2 fusing orbs, and a jeweler. Ooh, getting good currency down here. All very useful. One of my favorite rooms in the whole area. And well, not a lot of good currency in this one, but a lot of currency. Got a fusing. Orb of Binding's not too bad. Actually, Orb of Binding's going to be really good for solo self-found. Normally this is a pretty mediocre gem, but in solo self-found it's quite good. Let's go over to the storage room. You can basically pick up an item that you want to craft. Say I want a new pair of boots or something, and you can make it a 4-socket 4-link right away, which is really useful. Alright. Put our survival secrets in here. That'll give us a nice damage boost and give us a lot of mana regen. And we're going to be able to use all of that delicious, delicious mana regen. Alright, looks like we're going to get some quality gems. Cast on crit, blade. I'll have to look through these. It's hard to pay attention and fight ghost stuff at the same time. Alright, what did we get? Anything good? We got cluster traps. We got cast on crit. Blade Vortex, Vol Blade Vortex, quality one. A quality Rain of Arrows, Vol Rain of Arrows that is. Impurity of Fire, and Tempest Shield. Alright, nothing fantastic. We also got a quality Cyclone. Another currency orb, not good currency in this one. Or a currency chest, rather. Alright. Find all of them. I'm probably going to have to make a trip back to town. I want to store some of this and sell some of this. Yep. Alright, we are full up. So I'll move this, grab this rustic sash, and pop back to town. All the loot. What we're probably, I don't know, maybe around level 50 or 60. We're going to improve, well, basically, whenever we're satisfied with our gear, we're probably going to we're going to turn our loot filter up. I'm just gonna sell the Laviana's Witness or Wisdom. You get a lot of alchemy shards for that, which is very nice. Spell damage, crit multi. It's not too bad, but it's not great either. All right, looks like nothing fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna do two things while I'm back. First of all, I'm gonna store all of my currency. And I'm going to store all of these quality gems. I'm gonna later sell those for to get some gem cutters prisms. Throw the essence in here, and I'm actually going to pop over to Kira here. We're gonna find some boots. Let's see, we want 2 green, so probably some sort of hybrid evasion boots if possible, if they have hybrid evasion. Doesn't look like they do. We'll just get the Nuckbuck boots on. And we are going to use an Orb of Binding on them. We were looking for some move speed and didn't get it. These are good boots, but they're not the boots that we're looking for yet. Alright, so that's kind of an example of what Orb of Binding does. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful specifically for solo self-bound. It's okay for trade leagues. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're worth less than or around the same amount as Elks, which are not worth that much. So they might not even be worth an Elk. I mean, they have to be. They do the same thing as an alchemy except better. Yeah, and they're a lot rarer. I feel like they have to be worth more than Elks, or at least as much as Elks. Alright, well, we gotta go to the demolition lab, so let's head to the left side here. Wow, that actually does some damage, that our lab enchant on our gloves. The only way we can proc it though is by shield charging. These barrels sometimes drop loot, so I tend to shield charge into them. The flash powder keg, that allows us to basically take down walls that we couldn't otherwise get through. So yeah, look at that. These actually drop a lot of loot. So I would recommend shield charging into the explosive barrels. I'm pretty sure they also do damage, but we have so much regen it really doesn't matter. At least at this stage in the game. Might end up becoming dangerous later on. Alright, got a nice cobalt jewel here. Grab the kite shield. Always could be good. Took some damage there. Just stood there in the middle of a bunch of ghosts. Not something I would recommend. So it looks like we got one of the barrels. There should be 2 of the barrels in here, so there's another one somewhere. There it is, flash powder keg. I'll take it. I'm pretty sure I only need 1, but I'll take 2 just in case. Ooh. 4 socket. Alrighty. And from there, we don't need to go to that room. Alright, we're gonna head up to the Splinter Demolition, or Research Lab. Splinter Demolition Lab. Reading 2 things at once there. This has some little splinter containers in the corner. I believe 2 of them in a level 1 room. If you get this to a higher level, you get breaches, which is very nice. But for now, I'll take the splinters. Later on, that could pay off. Always nice to have some splinters to try to do some breach. There's basically like mini maps later on that give you special rewards if you complete them. There are not a lot of bosses in this game. Most of the uniques are world drops, meaning they can be dropped from anything, provided they're the proper level. Ooh, a chaos, nice. But the ones from Breaches and Itziri and a couple of other bosses as well, like Elder and Shaper, are unique drops that can only drop from those particular bosses. So it's something that we can pursue later on, get some items we couldn't get otherwise. Alright, check that. Gonna beeline through here. Drop our smoke. Give a nice blind to our opponents. Alright, this one allows us to sacrifice a unique. We had a unique on us. We sold it. I should have paid attention to see if we had one of these. Oopsie. I made a mistake. Well, if we get another one, we can pop back here or something. Maybe not. Maybe I won't bother. Nothing good there. And that's not great. That's not great. Cast speed with fire spells, crit chance with elemental skills, and crit multi. That's actually a really good gem. And is something I'll probably be slotting in later on. Because we can actually benefit from all three of those. And crit multi gems, or jewels in general, pretty nice, generally speaking. Yeah, so I'm gonna place some explosives here. We have two, so this will allow us to make use of the other one, so we don't have to sidetrack and go all the way around. Alright, we're up to the factory. We can place the final explosive on the top end of this. Get that full plate. The burn should finish that off. I need to get used to whether or not the burn can finish. Ooh. Let me impress. This is elaborate. Thank you. I feel like I didn't have too much to do with that. I mean, I guess I did make it. It's for the item yield. So for each level of this room, the factory, I believe it increases the item yield of the temple by 15%. So the general drops are going to go up by 15%. It's pretty useful. I believe it counts towards the boss and all the chests, so it's basically like a quantity, an increase in quantity, which is handy if nothing else. Alright, now we can actually sacrifice if we don't get a good unique from the I forget what this thing's called, but if we don't get a good unique that we can actually use from it, we can actually go back to the sacrifice room. I should be able to... Okay. Our mana is actually draining when we're just holding down Immolate, so... Even with all of the extra mana regen we're getting, it's just not quite enough. We're gonna start getting crit and spell crit here pretty soon. Alright, I'm throwing all of my traps down. And we got a Belt of Servitude with crit chance during Blast effect. It's not bad by any means. Oh, what are... This is a mana and percent increase mana. Does it have move speed? Does not, but it's actually not too bad. This one is double increased damage to spells. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this belt string of servitude back to the... It's probably not necessarily time worthy, but I just, since we're solo self-found, I don't really know what is a valid use of my time in solo self-found. Should I just be running to endgame? Should I be, you know, trying to make use of some of this early power stuff? I have no idea. I don't really play solo self-found. I'm assuming it would probably be a better use of my time to get to endgame, but it'll be more fun to sacrifice a unique. You could get anything. It could be... What level is the sacrificial chamber? 1? Okay. So it's probably not going to give us anything too crazy, but... I don't think it can give us things that are not... that can't normally be gotten otherwise, for instance. I know the later sacrificial rooms can give you league exclusive ones from past leagues, which is very powerful. Oh, we're already in the room. I wasn't even paying attention. Alright, let's see what we get. Got a Fright Claw, which is... I don't remember what this one is called. Let's see. Ah, Mortem Morsu. This actually used to be really, really good because it converts damage to chaos damage. It used to be used for a spectral throw poison claw user, but I have not actually. Well, I'll hold on to it. Throw the potential builds into a stash tab, and later on I can always consider using them. Same thing with the Depth's Heart. And I'll throw the... This is pretty good for this stage in the game. I'm just going to toss it in here for now. Everything else is kind of meh. So sell all this. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and craft this because I can slap my shield charge into it because it has 2 red and a blue, and let's see, I'm pretty sure I might have an essence that can craft this. Cold resist. Okay. And hopefully we can get... Oh, that's not really much, if any, better at all. It's got a lot higher armor, but I guess it gives me lightning resist. I get lower health, though. It's a waste to use Scour and Elk on it. I'm just gonna sell it. I'd rather just have the chromatic. It's better in such a minuscule way that it's not even worth it. Oh yeah, and most importantly, I'm gonna throw this in here because this is more important, so I'm gonna keep it separate. I'm gonna have kind of a separate tab for stuff that I'm more likely to use. But let's get back to it. Thank you to all my patrons for your generous support. Without you, I would not be able to continue making content. If you would like to be featured in the credits or find out how to help support me on Patreon, check out the link in the description below. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye!